All right, I guess it was sometime last week, I talked about taking the left elbow and in feel, drive it into the left armpit. And I still like that. I'm going to have an addendum or an enhancement to it, because there's only so much feel you can get out of an elbow joint, because it's really not a lot of muscle in it, it's all just tendons and ligaments, whatever. But if you move it up the chain, if you want to do something with the elbow or a joint, you have to move it up into either the shoulder joint. I'm going to pick up on the humerus bone because you can feel bicep, tricep. So I played yesterday, played really well, and the only conscious thought I had was the feel of where this was in time and space, driving through towards that left armpit. And why do I say the armpit? It's because if I'm driving that towards the armpit, it leaves the shoulder here rather than tugging to the left. And so let's demonstrate a little bit of throwing. So, you know, from childhood on, most boys, some girls of course, they learned how to throw. And the throwing motion is just nothing more than a counterbalance of a motion. It's that simple. But you see where that left ended up going, or went pretty early? Well, the problem is with two hands on a club, that's going to be pull city. I'm not against pulling. Pulls are good if they come lower down the chain. If they come from the left, leave the shoulder, you can pull as hard as you want as long as this hasn't gone first. So then Tom says, well, why don't you throw with the left hand? And I'm like, okay. So if I take a throw with the left hand, pretty natural to throw like this. And you see what that did is it dropped the right into its slot beside that hip. And then he says, well, throw with both hands. Okay. So if this throws under, it leaves the shoulder here. And then this can come in behind it. And so you see the similarities and dissimilarities kind of neutralize themselves by how you throw. If I just took the left and I threw overhand, it would open that shoulder. But if I took the left and I swung underhand, you see how it leaves the shoulder. So that's pretty cool. So I haven't even hit a ball yet, so who knows what's going to happen. But basically all I'm feeling is where this is in space, leaving the shoulder, and it all, if you watch me long enough to know, this arm and heel closes this left side off so that I can hit through it. So that's how I can get away with standing open, because I'm basically closing that spiral. So, 2 cents. Feels and reels. Well, not too bad for the first swing of the day. Nothing was launched. All right, feels and reels of the throwing motion. And of course, I did it from caddy view. And I forgot to throw a ball at a ball, so we'll do it from this view. So basically, same deal. This arm went this way, backwards and under, as this arm flew that way. And so, as they demonstrated, when the arm gets thrown under, it leaves this closed for a millisecond longer, and that's all you're after, a milliseconds. So that's that feel. Feel of where is this in space, where is this in space. So with the time and space coupled with some feels. Second swing of the day. All right, we'll finish this off with this feels and reels of a throwing motion. So back towards ball, and then I'm going to throw out towards the camera, initially with the right, then I'll go left, and then I'll go both. Okay, now if I go left overhand, see how it opens the shoulder? But if I go left underhand, see how it leaves the shoulder closed? So if we go underhand, and throw, that's as close to a golf swing as we're going to get when we have to put two hands on the club. So like that. So now we'll have those feels of where this is in space, how this is able to be closed until it's time for it to open, how my Harmon heel allows me to close off even from an open stance. And so that's what we have this morning. There you go.